If your scrap bins are overflowing, but you still feel like you have nothing to sew with, this is going to change today. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Sew Chill Sewing Studio. Today, we're doing something that I've been needing to do for a while. We're organizing my fabric scraps, but in a way that actually makes them usable. And this is just a small part of what I have. Because let's be honest, if we can't see what we have, we're not going to use it. I truly believe that when we know what we have on hand, we stop overbuying fabric and we start creating more intentionally. So today, I'm going to show you the exact system I use to sort, fold, and prep my scraps so they're ready for future projects. So let's get started. Before I start digging in, I want to show you the system we're going to use. I organize my scraps into a few simple categories: white and cream, batting scraps, seasonal fabrics like Christmas and fall, and then everything else gets sorted by color. And anything that's still a width of fabric, I keep folded and intact. These pieces are gold for borders, bindings, or larger cuts later. One of my favorite ways to keep scraps neat and consistent is by folding them with a 6-inch quilting ruler. This gives me uniform stacks that are easy to store, easy to see, and honestly, just really satisfying. And when everything is the same size, it's so much easier to pull fabrics for a project. I want to show you how I'm going to do this. Here is a piece of fabric. I already cut something out. We're just going to leave that, put that on the side. And I like to fold this in half up to the selvage. And I'm going to flip this one over because it does have this kind of wonky little area. And then I'm just going to put my ruler right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold and then pull my ruler out. And then I can just lay it on my stack. And that looks so much better than just kind of a hodgepodge. So let's do one more. So you've got it down. This is super simple. Oh, Jordan Fabrics. This was probably my mom's. Go ahead and fold it in half. You've got the selvage at the top. And then put your ruler in. And then just go ahead and fold if you'd like to fold that in that way. If it gets kind of too much, you can do that. And then just lay it. But since we're using a ruler, everything is consistent and it's really easy to sort through. Now for smaller scraps or just odd scraps, I like to cut them down into a 5-inch by 10-inch rectangle. It's also known as, like, I call it a brick, or it's a half of a layer cake. These are ready to go whenever inspiration hits. So no extra prep, no extra thinking. All right, so just take your rotary cutter. We wouldn't be doing anything with that anyway. All right, so I'm just going to open this up. Let's go ahead and get rid of the selvage. And then we're going to cut these 10 inches long. You could also cut them in charm packs. And I find this size is just a little bit more versatile. It's a little bigger piece to work with. Okay, so I am going to line up that, and I'm going to cut these into 10-inch lengths. So they're a 5 by 10, which is a half of a layer cake. I just want to make sure we're all lined up just right. Okay, so here's 10. There's two. We'll open this one up. And then we can have a third method and cut them into 5-inch charm packs. So there's 5 by 5. Okay, there we go. We've got our 10-inch pieces. We have our 5-inch charm pack and then our width of fabric. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it and get these scraps organized. So I'm going to just go ahead and go through and decide which is width of fabric that I can, like this one. This one's kind of optional, but I think I will treat it as a width of fabric since there's a sizable amount. Same with this one. Now, if you come up with 2.5-inch squares, not squares, but just pieces, we're going to leave those at 2.5. Chances are you won't need anything less than that. So I'm going to keep all of my 2.5-inch strips in a separate pile. And I've got quite a few. And this one I can cut down. All right, so let's get going. Okay, so this one I wanted you to see had a hem on it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down to my 5-inch just to kind of get that off of there. I will never use that hem. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a brick format. I'm going to trim that off. And just going to toss it. You have my permission to toss a few things. Okay, so this piece is 13.5 inches long. I'm going to go ahead and just fold it and then cut it in 5-inch widths. All right, so this one is a fat quarter, and I'm going to go ahead and start a new category for fat quarters. So it's 18 by 21, and we'll just have another category. If you already have layer cakes or charm packs, go ahead and just keep those together. This was a layer cake. I've used some of it, but I don't want to cut into it. I'm just going to leave it as is. All right, so these are 2.5-inch strips. I'm just going to keep those together and put them with my 2.5-inch strips. Looks like I have the Christmas box. So we're going to leave that there. Here's another one. We can even iron them if we want to. Here's another one. That I'll never do anything with. Same thing with this. This one I just cut down into a 2.5-inch strip. I just find that's what I use the most. And here, that's a little 3-inch. Maybe we'll just start a new one. Okay, this was something I had started and I never finished. I probably won't do anything with that, so I will just toss it. All right, here's a 2.5-inch strip. Yes. Now here's a blue. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down into something usable. Okay, this already feels so much better. Everything has a place now, and I can actually see what I have, and that makes such a difference. And now that all of this is organized, I'm going to take these charm squares and turn them into a really simple Irish train quilt top. Or, hmm, or maybe make a quick wall hanging. We'll see what direction it goes. But that will be in the next video. I'd love to know, how do you organize your scraps? Did you keep everything whole, or do you like cutting them down into usable pieces like this? If this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.